Hello students, I am Aniket Karsh and today we are going to start lesson 7, editing a worksheet. So in lesson 6 we have already seen what is spreadsheet, what is MS Excel and all these things we have seen, right? Now let's see what is worksheet. So let's see. In this chapter we will learn selecting cells, entering numbers as text, date and time, changing cells content, using undo redo features in MS Excel or in MS Word. We have seen in every software's undo and redo, we know what is it, right? Undo means to go back to the previous step and redo means to come back to the present state, right? Inserting columns or rows, right? If you want to insert new column, if you want to insert new rows, then how you will do that? We will learn this also. Copying and moving data using autofill feature. So all these things we will see. So one by one. So let's start. Microsoft Excel is an application software. I already told you what is system software and what is application software. The operating system and all these drivers and all comes under the system software. And application software is apps, MS Excel, MS Word, and all any software in which we perform some task which is related for our some particular purpose, right? In medical store they used to maintain their stocks and all. That software is also an application software. They are using it for maintaining their medicines detail and all. And the same way banking software is used to maintain the details of their customers. So all these are what? Application software. And you are using paint, so you use paint software for the drawing and something like that, which is for the which you want, right? You want for some particular purpose, for your entertainment or for you want, that's why you're working on. That's why it is all these are application softwares, right? And system softwares are to run the system. So Microsoft Excel is an application software used to perform mathematical calculations. So it is an application software. It is an application software in which we can do mathematical calculations. After entering data in a worksheet, we may need to make some changes in it, right? We can add more data and edit its contents. For example, let's I will teachers create a mark sheet of the students in Excel, right? Suppose, and they do they will apply formulas, functions and or something, so that it will automatically calculate, add and all things. Now suppose later on if I'll see that I have done any kind of mistake in the marks, then I need to edit it, right? I have to do editing on it. So what editing should I must know how to edit the things, right? Suppose I forgot to enter the name of some student, so I have to add one more row, right? And suppose later I need one more column in my in my sheet, then how to add more columns. So all these are what? Editing a worksheet involves changing cell contents, copying and moving data, inserting or deleting rows and columns, and all these things are part of editing, right? So selection, we know what is selection, right? So how to select cells? Selecting cells, we often need to select a group of cells to perform various operations such as copying, moving, inserting or deleting, right? Selection can be made in any of the following ways. To select a row or column, click the row or column heading. Yes, let me open MS Excel. Okay, so suppose I will create something, I will show you something, but before let's see how to do the selection, right? Suppose I want to select this column, this row I want to select, okay, this row. So by dragging the mouse, left click of my mouse, I can select this row, right? Up to whatever cells I want, I can select using by dragging the left click of my mouse, right? Another way, if I want to select this complete row, all the cells of this row, of this second row. So what I can do, in the row heading, that is 2, I'll click on that. See, this row has been selected. All the rows in the complete row will be selected, right? In the same way, if I want this E column to be selected, I will just click the E heading. It means this column heading. Okay, so see, this column has been selected, right? So this is the way to select the complete row or the complete column. Now, entire worksheet in any software, whether it is MS Excel or it is MS Word or MS Excel, in all this to complete, to select all the data, what we need to do, select Control A is for selection all the data, right? So Control A is selecting all these data. See, all has been selected, all complete sheet will be selected. Control A, again I am clicking normal, this is normal, right? If I press Control plus A, then whole sheet will be selected. Understood? So this is Control A, or click the select all button located on the top of the first row heading, right? See, this is select all, this is normal, this is the, or Control A is the shortcut key for that, right? Or otherwise you can click here. Understood? This is the way how to select all. Now next, adjacent rows or columns. Selecting the first row or column, then hold down the shift key while you select the last row or column. See, suppose this has been selected, and then I can press shift key, and like this I can adjacent rows can be selected. And if randomly I want to select, then just press this control key, right? Using the control key, and you can randomly select. Getting? So this is the way. Okay, adjacent rows and non-adjacent rows using the control key, means randomly. Okay, so I hope you understood this one. Now next, let's go to the next topic, entering numbers as text, date and time. Okay, so entering numbers as text, date and time. To enter numbers as text, place apostrophe before the number. If you want to treat any number as a as a text, right, then you have to place apostrophe before it. The digit will be treated as a text. To enter date or time in a cell, type the number and click on the enter button next to the formula bar. Click on the format drop down button in the cells group on the home tab and select the format cell option. In format cell dialog box, select the number tab. Click on date and or time in the category list, choose the type of the format and click OK. Okay, let me show you. So see, suppose I am writing any date, or let it be, don't write anything, just select a cell where you want the date, right? And just after this selecting the cell where you want the date, just go to home tab. Home tab is already selected. Inside this home tab we have this cells group, and inside this cells group we have this format option. Inside this form, go to this option, format option. Inside this we have this format cells option. Select this. Here number tab is by default selected. Here we have date and time, right? Date and time. So here what format of date you want, you can just select it, right? Here the number of formats are there. So from here I can select this one, right? Or any format you can choose as per your requirement, or date or time can be selected both together, or like this format. Okay, I am selecting OK, right? So if here I will write 0416 or something like this, or wait a minute, suppose I am writing the date 4/9/20, see 4/9/20 or whatever, this will be the format. And see January 12th. Now from here I can change, right? See 12 can be 14 if date is 14, and if a month, according to the month I can change 6th month and 2020 I want to write. So like this. Okay, see 14 June 2020 it was written here, right? So like this, if in starting if you write the date, then it's okay. Otherwise later on if I will select and then I'll write the date, then it will be like this. Okay, this is the process for that. Now I hope you understood how to again I am telling you, suppose I will write here 05/12/20, 20, 21 suppose, right? Like this I will write, and now I will select this, and then I will go to the home tab. Inside this format option, format cell option, here in number tab is by default selected. Here date, I want to change the format of the date, so I can change from here, right? Getting like this. Understood? 5 December 21 as we had written. Like this is the way to write the date, okay? And in the same way, time can also be, we have the format of that also below the date option. Changing cell contents. The characters and numbers typed in a worksheet can be seen both in the cell as well as in the formula bar, right? The characters and numbers typed in a worksheet. How? Let me show you. Contains and press either the enter key or the enter button on the formula bar to accept the changes. Suppose, let me show you here. Suppose whatever I will write here, suppose I am writing here class 6. So what is happening? You have written class 6 here, but what is happening here? Also you can see this is the formula bar, right? Here also you can see class 6 has been written. And what is this C4? This is the name box, right? This is the name box. Here the address of this cell will be there. See, this is C column and 4th row. So C4 is written here, right? C4. And in the formula bar, the content of that cell will be written. Understood? So C4 will be written here, the address of the cell in the name box, and the content of that cell will be written here in the formula bar. Understood? Now see, so if I want to change this to from class 6 to class 8, so from here formula bar also I can change. I can double click, I can click here in the formula bar. Here if I want to change here, I have to double click to go to this particular. If I will single click, I will not be able to change. It will directly delete all the content, right? But if I will want to change from here formula bar, from here also I can change. Just select it, just single click, do the single click, and from here I will move it, change it to class 8, and then press enter. See, it has class 8 has been written here. Understood? So this is the way. So when you type in the new data in a cell, the two buttons cancel and enter will appear on the formula bar. Cancel and enter, where it will show you cancel and enter. See here, this is enter button and this is cancel button. Are you able to see? This is enter button, tick 1. Okay, this is the enter button and this is the cancel button. This will appear when you will select here, right? Or here when you write something. See, again I am selecting here. See, again now I selected here. Double click here means you will see this cancel and enter button will appear. Understood? Or either if you will click here or double click here, these options will appear here. Okay, so cell content can be modified in two ways, using edit mode and replacing cell contents. Okay, now replacing cell contents. By default, you can edit the cell content directly and replace them with a new entry, as I just shown you. Open a new worksheet and type in the data as shown in the figure 7.1. Select the cells D6 whose content has to be changed. Now type 65 in the cell and press the enter key. Note that the previous replacing cell content. Like let me just have one table here. This is serial number, name, maths, science and SST. ठीक है? 1 2 3 4 5. Here Rahul, Pankaj, Suresh, Rohit, Pooja. Okay, and randomly I am writing some marks also. It is not accepted because we have changed the format of this cell. remember date format, right? So that's why it is not accepting. Here in the formula bar you can see it is date mode is already active, right? So from here I am changing it, and here I am writing 45 marks. Okay, again date, so I have to change from here only. So I'll go to this format mode, format cell, and from here date and time. In place of this I am activating number or text. I can click on text, okay, or number. Let me click number. Again it is showing like this, so let me change to text only. See, so simple it is, right? So 45 I have written here, and here also I am writing some number or some, you know, again here also I have to change the format of this cell also to text. Okay, by default it's a text. So here I am writing 76, then now I am changing all this alignment of all this in the center aligned so that it will look good. Okay, now here also let me give one number. Okay, now see, suppose I want to change the value of this, so I can directly 45 in place of 45 I can directly double click and change it to 73. So this is not, this is known as, this way you are editing the text, right? So here replacing cell contents, you are directly double clicking and you can change the text. By default you can edit the cell content directly and replace them with a new entry, right? Open a new worksheet and type in a data, some datas, and select the cell and directly double click and change the values. This is known as replacing cell content. We can also edit the cell content in the following way. To change the content of the cell, select the cell and then click on the formula bar as I showed you. Suppose I want this 73 to be 65, so I will just click on the 73 and go to the formula bar, and from here you can change it to 65 and then press enter. Getting? So this is the other way, that is from the formula bar, right? Now turn on the overtype mode by double clicking the cell, press the insert key from the keyboard, start typing in the cell. The existing character will get replaced with the new character you typed in. Understood? So these are the two ways to change the, to edit the text. Understood? Using edit mode, wait a minute. Select the cell, double click inside the cell. The data is also displayed in the formula bar. The insertion point will bring within the cell. Note that the edit mode is indicated on the left side of the status bar. Position the pointer at the desired place and change the content. Getting? See, in the picture you can see the edit mode. Okay, so here this is, suppose I will click on this, and if you double click here, this edit mode is activated, right? And now from here you can change. Okay, this is the edit mode. So select the cell D6, double click inside the cell. The data is also displayed in the formula bar. The insertion point will blink within the cell. Note that the edit mode is indicated on the left side of the status bar. Position the pointer at the desired place and change the content. Press the enter key, the changes will be entered in the current cell. Notice the edit mode indicator changes to ready mode, as you can see. Let me show you. Now it is showing ready mode. Okay, edit and ready, two modes are there displayed at the bottom left corner. And then what is undo and redo? See, in this here in the top, this is known as, this is the title bar, right? And this is the title bar, and in the left corner of the title bar here we have quick access toolbar. Getting? Quick access toolbar. So suppose I want, what is undo and what is redo, we are going to see, right? So this is the undo button, this is the undo button, and this is, which is not highlighted, this is the redo button. So let me show you the use of this. Suppose I am changing this 35 to 25, so I will double click here and I am changing it to 35. Now I pressed enter key, right? Now later I will see that no, it should be the earlier one only. I want to undo, right? So I will go to undo button and click here. see, it will change automatically to the earlier point, right? In the earlier step it will move. This is 35. I am changing it to let me say 10. Okay, 10. I changed it to 10, and now I will go to undo button. I'll click on this undo button, right? So it will again change to the earlier one. Getting? So like this. See, the next step it is moving. So redo to come back to the present position, like this again. So this is undo, redo, and this is undo, going back to the previous as. This is undo, coming to the present step, like this. Okay, understood? Now next is undo, redo. You understood in the quick access toolbar. And what is the shortcut key for that? Control Z is the shortcut key for undo. See, Control Z I am clicking. Now Control Y for redo. Control Y for redo. Getting? So this is undo, redo. I hope you understood. And inserting columns and rows. So this I will tell you in the next lecture. So that's it for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.